Hey everybody, I want to share just one quick video with you tonight. This is not going to be a series or anything. This is a Fender Deluxe 5E3. These are parts that I had. I built the kit and I put this all together. It took me about 6 hours. I did it this weekend and I want to show you what it looks like inside, and then we'll throw it up on the scope and see what it looks like from a signal perspective. Pretty basic stuff for a Fender. There's your 16 microfarad filter caps and your caps. Here's your .01 orange drops right here. Nothing really unique about this. This has a 12AX7 and a 12AY7, so it's your preamp stage. And then your output tubes are 6V6s, and this is a matched pair. There is no bias on this amp, it's a fixed bias, but that's why you get matched tubes, so you don't have to worry about that. You'll see that the wiring is generally neat. I still need to lead dress a little bit, like moving this wire out of the way right here. Tucking it in so it's nowhere near the signal path. There's my filament right here, and this is a good to go. This will generally drive an 8 ohm speaker, and I have a case that I'm going to put this in from a recycled amp, so it's going to look like an old vintage amp, but it's brand new. So like I said, about 6 hours to build it. Nothing really special about this. It's a standard transformer. And you'll see everything is in there. And let's throw it up on the scope and see if it works. Actually, let me flip it over, show you the top, and then we'll do that. Right back. Pretty boring amp. Really not much to it. There's your transformer. There's your output transformer. There's your 5Y3 rectifier, your 6V6 Gs, your 12AX7, and your 12AY7 on the front. We've got a 2 amp fuse, your power switch, your jewel, indicator light, tone, volume 2 for bright, volume 1 for normal. So you get 2 jacks for normal, 2 for bright. Here's a standby switch, which I haven't put in yet, and I'm going to do that shortly. That's the last thing I have to do on this amp, and that's pretty much it. So you've seen it work. It's a very clean design, nothing much to it. And we'll get it in the cabinet, and I'll put it into a odds and sods video when I have it all done. Alright, let's throw it up on the scope and see what it looks like. Be back. Alright, so we're going to test this amp out and see if it's nice and clean. First thing we're going to do is go into this normal channel right here, and then we're going to move it over to the bright channel. And from a control perspective, we're going to leave the tone at 5. And of course this is for channel 1, which is normal, and then when I move it here, this will be the volume control. So let me set this up and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so we have our audio generator set to 800 Hertz, 150 millivolts, and we've got it connected into the normal jack, which is number 1. I've got the tone set to 5, and we're going to bring the volume up slowly to see what happens. So you'll see we've got a nice clean wave. We're up at about 10 right now. And we are at 11, and right there. That's where the signal breaks up. So it's right at 11. Really, really good. And of course we go to 12, and it goes back down. And we're going to bring this down to 0, and we're going to bring the tone up to 8. Let's see what happens. We're at 3, 6, 10, right there, same spot, 11. If I bring the tone down while it's there, you'll see that the breakup kind of goes away. As I bring the tone up, you'll see that the breakup is more pronounced. Let's bring the volume down and move over to that bright channel. Okay, now we're on the second volume control. Tone is all the way down to 0. We're on 8, 10, right there, 11, same spot. That's good. We're going to leave it at 11, right there, and we're going to bring our tone up. You'll see there's a marginal change there. We'll bring this down to 5 on the volume, and bring our tone up to 12. And you'll see, with the tone all the way up, it breaks up really soon, right? So I'm only at 4 on the volume. See the top of that wave? It gets flat. That's with the tone all the way up. That means we're driving it harder when the tone is all the way up to 12. I'm going to roll that back a little bit. Let's say to 8. and our breakup is right there, which is at 10. So this kind of shows you what the tone and the volume do together. So we're going to declare this amp healthy and ready to go, and just wanted to share this with you really quickly. This is Ron. Take care. Okay, one last thing. So you've seen me now build 2 amps, and that means that I need to do a radio next. And the amp that I built, the Philco that I made the Fender Champ out of, you know, there's a rule that when you take an old radio and make an amp out of it, you have to restore another radio to make up for it. I think that's an unwritten rule. So my next series will be an old Emerson, I believe, or RCA. I have to take a look at it, but it's an old radio. And then I also have an Outwater Kent Model 67 battery-powered radio, which has a cabinet and all that. I'm going to restore that completely and turn it into an AC unit. So I'll show you that. We've got that coming up too. So I will make good on that radio. So that's it. Take care, folks.